guys, back with another video. So as you can tell by the title, we are going to be doing a morning routine in my planners type of video. So I'm just gonna walk you through everything that I do in the morning to get my planners ready for the day. So it is currently, what time is it? It is 6:23 a.m. This is usually about the time that I start dipping into my planners before I have to start getting the kids up for school and doing all the mama duties in the morning. Normally, I would be able to get this done before I have to wake them up and stuff, usually for the most part. But because I'm going to be talking, I don't think I'm going to end up finishing before I have to do all of that. So if I don't finish, I'll come back and complete the thing, but just know that it usually, well, my personal planners anyway usually get done before waking them up, and then my work planner actually gets done after I drop them off anyway, but we'll see how far we can get before I need to start doing all the mama things. Anyways, first things first, I always dip into my little listing notebook here. Let me zoom in just a little. Alright, this is my listing notebook. I've been using it consistently since December 2nd. Go me. I absolutely love this thing. I am going to go in and cross off anything that I didn't cross off last night. I did not end up, what is it called, doing anything in my planners last night. I kind of just took the night off to relax and all of that. So I didn't end up journaling, and I will do all of that catch up today. I did work on a puzzle, so I'm just crossing off anything that I completed that I did not do last night. Alright, so I am now caught up for yesterday, so that is a little bit of a relief. Now I'm going to go ahead and find a sticker that I want to use. As you can see, I put a sticker down with the date sticker, so let me find a sticker and I will be right back. Alright, so I found the sticker I want to use for the day, but as you can see here, there's a space here, and if I were to put the date sticker, that's all that would fit down here. So I did find this little corner blue floral sticker that I'm going to use to take up this space so that I can just start fresh in the next column. And I just lost the page that I'm going to be using. This is a reusable sticker book that I just keep a lot of like deco in, and now I need to find, I was going to use the plants. It was the plants, right? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Yeah, it was the plants. I don't know what I'm going to use though. Maybe this hanging plant. I'm never really picky about matching stickers on the spread. I just like to use whatever sticker that calls me for the day. In the back, I keep my date stickers. This is sold as a $2 Tuesday. I think the next one is releasing in early February, and that would be, I think April is releasing. So I just keep it in the back, makes it simple. And I am going to put my sticker down. These stickers matching up does not bother me at all. So yeah. I think I'll put it over. Sometimes I try to tuck it underneath. Today I am just going to put it over. What time is it? Okay, I'm not going to have much time. But anyways, let me zoom in a little bit and let's go over what I normally write in this planner. Alright, it is almost 6:30. There's a dog that walks by pretty much every morning around 6:30, and Titan always barks at him, so, or her, I don't know what kind of dog it is, but hopefully that doesn't happen this morning. So my to-do list is very repetitive, as you can see in this section here. I write a lot of the same things. I like the routine. I like being able to write. I just like to write, and I like being able to cross off just the simplest of tasks. It makes me feel good. So I always start with makeup because I wake up and I make up. So makeup. After I do my makeup, I always make the bed. I'm going to write planner time here, and then I was supposed to film this yesterday, but I ended up doing my to-do list the night before instead. I will do this notebook sometimes the night before if I feel a little bit overwhelmed for the following day, just so that I can get things out of my head and on paper. For the most part though, it is done in the morning. Planner time, and then I'm just going to put in parentheses film because I am filming my routine or my yeah, just my morning planner routine. This is the biggest chunk of time that I usually spend on my planners besides journaling, but sometimes that gets broken up throughout the day. AM routine, which means anything that has to do with the kids, anything that has to do with the house in the morning, that is my AM routine. And then comes drop off. I write that down. Don't know why, I just like the repetitiveness of it. Then I always go into just whatever comes out of my brain. That is what I write down. So workflow, I always write. I need to catch up in my journal. Like I mentioned, I did not do my journal yesterday. I did some journaling and I put some stickers down or some photos down, but I didn't like write my journaling thoughts for the day. So I do need to journal catch up and then also journal. I also have my 5-year journal that I need to also catch up on. So that is that. What else? I usually go in with the repetitive things first because I write them every day, so I kind of remember them, and then I have to go in and think about what other things I need to get done for the day. So there's always Titan time and watering the plants. Those two get done at the same time. I like to do like a midday tidy up of the house, usually before the kids. I have to get the kids from school. It doesn't get too messy, but just like things like dishes that I had used and anything else that just got out of place while I was working, which usually is not much. And then I like to do our warmers, like to set up our warmers. I used to write change scent, but warmers has what it has turned into. Me time, I always like to make sure I get in some me time. It doesn't always happen, but yeah, that is that. And then I will go in and see what didn't get done for the day yesterday, and then I will write that now and anything else that I can think of. So let's see. Oh, I want to check the clothes. I did laundry yesterday, but we do hang majority of our clothes, and it's been kind of windy, so I want to check the clothes, and if the clothes are done, I want to put away the clothes because I'm actually doing laundry tomorrow because we're going to Aulani this weekend, so my laundry day is moving. Alright, so it has to do with the clothes. I still have not set up our backside camera. That's been on the list for a very, very long time. I can't reach it, that's why. HP's rocket setup has also been on the list for a long time. This is Destiny's Christmas gift. She hasn't really shown an interest. I think once we get it set up and she can see what it can do, I think she'll be interested. But because it hasn't been really set up yet, like, she doesn't know what she's missing out on as far as pictures go because she's always taking pictures with her friends. Clean cat trays. Bella is the clean trays. I was supposed to put clean cat trays, but wrote it backwards. Bella is such a messy eater that we elevate the cat trays, and I have these things underneath with a gel so that ants can't get to the food, and she is just the messiest eater. Food goes everywhere. I even had to make this like cardboard barrier around her cat food tray because just she's a mess. So anyways, I always try to clean those every day, pick up all the food that's all over the tray and everything like that. Let's see. Work on Spotify list. It's like I never get it done. I used to be a Pandora listener. Like, I love Pandora because I can just like play songs, but there is things on Spotify like going back to songs and things like that that I do like, and we have a family plan on there, and I felt like it was kind of going to waste. I mean, my kids use it, but I don't know, Pandora was a little bit easier for me because now I have to curate these music lists on Spotify, and so what I end up doing when I do it is I go to Pandora and I let my, say, 2015 playlist play, and then I'll get the songs that play on there and move it to and then add it to my 2015 Spotify list. I like to listen to music like by years sometimes because it just kind of takes me back sometimes. And so yeah, I mean, I think Pandora has, I mean, Spotify has their own curated list, but I like my own lists. Anyways, that's that. I think that's all. Now I'm going to go into my pocket planner and I'm going to turn to the current week, and this is all of my pre-planning. Here it's just a little insert and I just messily jot down everything that I know that's going on for the week. So the bill is due, I already paid that. Buy snacks, I'm gonna move to Friday because I have a lot of work today and we are no longer having Taco Bell today. So I am going to write what it was. Actually, nothing from there, but we didn't have shoyu hot dogs last night because we had lots of leftovers. And so I think we're gonna have it today. So I'm just gonna move it over here and then think of anything else that I want to get done, which is clean the Keurig or just like wash out that little, like where you put the pod, not the pod, whatever it's called, in there. I like to clean that every so often, so I am going to be doing that today. Yeah, it's going to be a very heavy work day since we're going to be gone for the weekend. Is there anything else? Anything else with the kids? I don't think so. Anything to do with the house? Pretty much just the Keurig and the clothes. So that is all that I can think of for now. The last two things that I normally write on the list is skincare and night reset. And if I think of anything else that I want to get done for the day, I'll just go ahead and write it after. It doesn't matter to me that these two things get done at the end of the night, but if I think of something else, then I just add it to the list. No big deal, but that's all that I can think of as far as my to-do list goes for the day. And this is the one, like I mentioned, that I usually touch first. This is my middle pen case from the Coffee Monsters Co. that I keep all of the current pens that I'm using, as well as some tools that I might need. So that is done and that gets put off to the side. Looking at the time, I'm going to have to start all of the mama duties, but when I come back, we are going to get into my morning routine in the journey planner. Okay, we are back from dropping off the kids at school, and now I can finish going into my planners. I don't remember what, no, I finished my to-do list notebook off to the side. Now we're going to go into my morning routine in my journey planner, which I think I pretty much hit every single one of these tabs if I'm not mistaken. I do start off with my tracker tab, which I haven't shared like what I am tracking, so I'm going to pull that portion of the words off camera, but as you can see, I keep track of it here. So I first, like I said, I just go down my tabs, get to each page, and that is part of my morning routine. Like I mentioned, this is my tracker. I don't do it the night of, I always do it the morning after. So we are working on Wednesday because it's currently Thursday the 16th. So we are going to go in and just cross off whatever. I'm trying to, I can't remember yesterday. No, okay. All right, and for this section, I always use a ballpoint pen, and that way I don't have to worry about smudging. I don't have to worry about the like transfer or anything. Once I'm done with this page, I can just immediately close it and not have to worry about any of that. So I really enjoy using a ballpoint pen in this section here. And the ballpoint pen that I use is the Blend pen. I think this is a ballpoint, or it's like just a really good gel pen. So yeah, I also use that in this section here, which is the meal planning section in here, but I have used it to just track some things for my kids. So I write each one of my kids' names. I do track our dinner menu in here. And yeah, I told myself like I don't have to fill it out every day, but I have been pretty consistent in filling it out. The only thing is I can't write on this page because it's a lot lower. So I do just put my notebook under here and I will fill out whatever the kids did yesterday. So it goes Jaden, Destiny, Ryder. So just for example, Jaden finally had a day off and his friends were coming back from Japan. So yeah, I'm just going to journal a little bit about him. I will be back after I fill out this section. Alright, so my little child tracker, that sounds weird, is done. Again, I just use a ballpoint pen in that section so I can quickly close it. Let me see real quick. I am going to pull this off to this side because all of these are complete. I have this little calendar here that I like to go in and cross off the day. Actually, I put a heart on it. And yeah, that's just how I track it. This is a free printable from Plan with B, and I always just print out every month, put it in here with a paper clip, and just that's what I do, cross off every month. The next is actually my weekly section, which I do need to film the plan with me for it. Like I mentioned, today is Thursday. Before I always go into this section though, I will go into my daily journal and just make sure that my day is set up. So like I mentioned yesterday, I didn't finish filling out my journaling section, so I will go back probably later when I'm taking a little work break to do that. But I do want to make sure that I am set up for the next pages, which I am not. So going into my handy dandy pen case, I am going to pull out the highlighter that I'm using for the week. So I always choose a like highlighter or some type of marker and then a pen for the week. And at this time I am using the ZR highlighter. This is in the vintage color pack. I have two packs. I think it's vintage and cream colors. But what I will do is I will just go in and highlight the hours. I only do this because I used to do this in my cousin, and I used to highlight out the hours and then actually change the hours that was written to better suit what I needed, which was 5 a.m. to 12, which I never really did use the 5 a.m. mark before. I actually use the 5:30 slot now, which I can just write it above the 6 because this does start at 6. So after I highlight that, I mark out my hourly journaling section. This was supposed to be the same size as the pictures that I print, but for some reason, even though I swear I measured it correct, it is not the same size for some reason. But I realized it is the perfect size that I like to measure out for my journaling section, so I just use this so I don't have to count out the blocks or the grid spaces every single time. But I will mark off with the same pen. I like the ZR because one side has the highlighter and one side has a thin pen, like you can see. I'm pretty sure I've already marked this section with this box, so I am just going to continue the line where I need it, and that just blocks off my hourly journaling section just like how I need it. Okay, and then I throw my pen back in my pen case. I am going to put, well, actually I still need to write on there, but I use that so that nothing kind of transfers to the other one, and then I use this one as like a blotting paper, I guess you could say, for anything that is still a little bit inky, because usually when I'm journaling I just kind of close it right away. Okay, next, let me put this away. And next we are going to pull all of our stickers for the day and place them on my hand like usual. I guess I will do that with you on camera because we're going through the whole routine, right? So I bring this out once again, and honestly there's only one thing on here that I'm going to end up marking, and maybe mark a few things from my to-do list. So what I mark in here is the things that I want to get done. So by the end of the day, when I come to look at this spread, I make sure that everything got done on this list at least, because these are like the priority things, and I mark that with a cute sticker. So the first thing that I actually want to mark today is coffee, and so I just go into my coffee section, find one that I want to use. I'm going to use this Adulting is Hard from Every Minute a Story, and I just place that at the top of my hand because I do place the stickers in the order that I'm going to use them. I'm just going to do that one. It's really chilly this morning. Oh my gosh, that chair is so loud. It's really chilly this morning. My coffee is so nice and warm and it feels so good. But I am going to write but first coffee because after I dropped off the kids. I could not wait to get home to make a coffee because it's chilly. We will not discuss the temperature in which it is chilly. I'm borderline cold right now. Like, my feet are tucked under me on my chair because my toes are numb. Anyways, so we're gonna start with coffee. And the next thing that I'm gonna do, I already knew this from yesterday, what sticker I was going to pull, and now I'm gonna have to find it because I don't remember what section it's in. Is it in, no, it's not in the planner. Is it in the work section? No, it's in the computer section. But I knew since yesterday I was going to pull this sticker. Oh, I don't have any of the smaller ones. Oh wait, I do. Or do I want to use the bigger one? Actually, I might be able to use the bigger one. Or I might, maybe I'll trim it. Or maybe I'll just use the smaller one. I'll just use the smaller one. This is from Sweet Tea Plans. It is just a silhouettes all stacked up and a computer and all of that. I have a lot of cutting to do today. We're going to Aulani this weekend, and so I really need to get new releases cut and ready to go. I need to cut stock, and I need to prep for $2 Tuesday, which is next week Tuesday. I don't know when this video is going up. I'm assuming Monday morning, so Tuesday would be tomorrow if you're watching this on the day it's uploaded, if it's even uploaded on that day. So I have to prep all of that, so I have lots of cutting to do. That was blurry. All right, the other things that were on my list is that my bill was due, but I pre-scheduled a bunch of that doesn't make sense. That's like just scheduled all of my bill payments earlier, so that's done. I'm not going to buy the snacks today. I'm moving that till tomorrow because I have lots of work to do. We are no longer having Taco Bell for dinner because we had a lot of leftover food yesterday, so I'm moving yesterday's dinner to today, which I can mark. But first, before I do that, I want to mark Jaden's work schedule. I made this little folder for the back because my stickers kept falling out of the pockets. So I did make this little folder to hold all of the stickers that I store in the back. So that's work. Next, what did I say? Oh, Jaden's work schedule. I kind of want to use a square box, and let's go with this orange color. And then to mark him working, I have been using the deco sticker in this kit, or the little tiny deco. Which ones have I used already? I already used Paradise Falls. So this is a sneak peek of this week because I think this plan with me will end up going up after the AM routine video that I'm filming for. Anyways, I used Paradise Falls and I used the hat already. Let's use the little mailbox for that one. Alright, and then I am going to mark dinner. I am pretty sure most of our food is gone from the fridge. I think we ate through most of it. With this dinner menu that I've finally created, we've been actually making like dinners with leftovers. I was slacking for, I don't know, 6 or so months of... I'm looking for this sticker. Of course, it has to be the last one. It's just the meal time from the Coffee Monsters Co. Yeah, I was slacking with our dinner menu, so it was literally like whatever, but now we've been going grocery shopping for the dinner menu, and now we just have like leftover foods, and I didn't account for how much leftover food this past week, so our menu has been kind of migrating, which is fine. The dinner menu is still complete. Okay, so that's to mark what we're having for dinner, which is show you hot dogs. And then if I can't think, I just go into here and go in and see if there's any... Oh, cleaning the Keurig. That is one like priority. So like I mentioned, priority things go in here, and as long as I complete what's in this pretty section here, I feel okay for the day. A lot of the things in my notebook, my listing planner, are lots of repetitive things. We are gonna grab, so I like to do like write on paper, write on box, which I'm not gonna be writing on that box, box, paper, box, paper. So now I need a box. Let's see, let's do a blue box, and I am, where would the icon go? Here, here, here. It would go on this side. And I'm just going to use a sticker actually instead. And I'm going to use this yellow one. It's just time to clean, and I'm going to layer that on top of that when I do lay down the stickers. I will be skipping filming this part because you'll see it in the plan with me, but I will come back as soon as that's done. And that is the main priority for today. I don't think there is anything else that I can think of. If there is any other priority things. Okay, lost train of thought. I got a phone call. I don't know if I was talking in the middle of when the phone started ringing. I've had that ringtone for 11 years and I've never changed it. I don't know, I was just thinking about that because if it shows up on camera. Yeah, 11 years I've had that ringtone and I have not changed it. Okay, anyways, I don't know what I was saying before that, but like I said, lost my train of thought. I have all of my stickers here. I'm going to film for the plan with me video, and then I will come back and show you what it looks like after. So, filled out my priority spread, I guess you could say, and that is complete, and that also completes everything in my journey planner that I do in the morning. I do come back to, what section? Oh no, see, this is falling apart. I didn't make it very well. I think I could probably just fully tape the bottom, but I use some lamination to kind of stick that down, and it's falling apart. It's fine though. Anyways, I do come back to this planner, so none of the trackers I touch at night. The only sections that I come back to is the weekly section to make sure that all of that's complete if it had to get complete. And then my journaling section, my daily journaling, those are the only two sections that I kind of come back to during the day. And yeah, everything else is done in the morning. So that is that. I also have my 5-year journal, which I didn't include in the thumbnail, but I have been keeping up with this one. Did I write? Yesterday was the thing. So I have been keeping up for this year, and so I need to write a little blurb for yesterday, so I'm going to do that and I will be right back. Alright, little blurb is done. I just grab whatever pen, like this week I am using the one that I'm using in my weekly section. It doesn't matter, I will grab whatever pen. I don't care what my handwriting looks like. Some days I like to write neat and some days I like to write messy, which today was a messy day. Alright, lastly, as part of the morning routine, so again, these usually would get done prior to drop off for the most part, because I was talking, that didn't happen. And then this one, so this one's kind of true, this one gets done when I get home from dropping the kids off at school. The only thing that's not true is I wouldn't be doing it at this desk. I'm only doing it because I'm filming. I normally do this at my other desk where my designing computer is and the printers are. That's where I sit down and usually do this one. But for the sake of the video, it's coming into my little planning area, which is fine. So this is my, take a note, this is my work planner. I sit this on my desk open at all times. This is what it looks like. It's literally just a big to-do list of work things. This is the current week. Let me just, I didn't finish checking off some things from yesterday because I took off the night upload. What post did I do yesterday? I did my Right Tech pens and giving it a pep talk, but I didn't post it on TikTok. I try not to post too many photo onlys on TikTok, but I did post on IG, which is fine. Alright, so the pen that I use in here is the same pen that I use in my journey planner in the weekly section. I try to keep it easy. Sometimes it always doesn't work out, but whatever highlighter or pen I'm using in my journaling section, I try to use in here. Doesn't always work out that way, but this week it worked out because of the theme that I picked for the week. As you can see at the top, I always do some kind of little blurb. Mondays are usually Hello Monday, and then it's pretty repetitive what I write in this section. Today I'm going to write, I have a lot of work. pardon the language, but I am going to write, that came out ugly, get ish. And then, because this is like the theme that I'm doing, bold letters and then a cursive word underneath or cursive under, I'm going to write, well, I'm going to do a little star thing because I kind of want to get this as centered as possible. Get ish done, and that's going to be my little header. The only other time I use this in here is when I am highlighting a section for my print list that needs to get printed, but other than that, I don't really use that in here. All right, going in with the same pen that I'm using my weekly, I will zoom in and we will get to writing my work to-do list. Okay, so work to-do list for the day always starts off with record, plan with me, because usually that's the first thing that I get done in the morning. Today I'm also going to write record AM routine because that is currently what I'm doing. I'm also going to check both of them off because they're both done. I like to write things that are already complete so I can feel already semi-productive for the day. When I write out my to-do list, I sometimes like the tasks are very small and like don't take up much time at all, but I do separate everything out by a line. The main thing today is I need to cut the newbies for Sunday, and then I need to trim and sort them. So after they come off the cutters, I will trim out all the stickers and sort them, so sort out the oopsies from the good ones. And then I need to inventory them, and I write that in here. And then I'm going to write newbie listings because I want to, if it doesn't get done today, it has to get done tomorrow because we won't be here on Saturday. All right, after I cut the newbies, I do need to cut shop stock. So just restocking whatever's out of stock. The only things that don't get restocked are things in the final stock section, and sometimes I let go some of the things that are not in season. But yeah, so cut shop stock, I'm going to write trim and sort, and then inventory and list go on one line because as I'm inventorying them, I'm listing them in the shop. And then I need to file them away where they belong. And then after that, I also need to cut $2 Tuesday. It's not a huge priority. I'd be okay with moving this to Friday and even Monday if need be, but I'm hoping to get it all done today and just kind of work through when I would normally stop working, which is when the kids get home from school, but they kind of do their own thing anyway, so I don't feel as bad anymore working if they're just doing their own thing. So, cut $2 Tuesday. Again, trim and sort. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then they'd go hello. And then they would get put away where they are needed. Whew. Okay, the next thing I need to do is check. Okay, not next thing, this isn't, I mean, for the most part, this is in chronological order that I would like to get it done, but going forward, it's just all of the things that I need to get done today. It doesn't have to be done in this order, I'm not picky. Check the PBC Facebook group. I am part of the Planner Boss Collective sale happening Friday the 24th through the 26th, 30% off the entire shop, special freebies, all of the shebang. And I need to check the Facebook group, make sure there's no updates. Also check the shop owners group and then the other group also, so I need to get that done. Let me go here and get ideas of what I need to do. Oh, IG/TikTok post. I don't know what I'm going to be posting yet. It will probably be a reel and then a YouTube short. I just recycle all of the posts. I apologize if you're following me everywhere and see the same video. Well, IG and TikTok always usually get the same post, and then the YouTube short I am behind on posting, so they're all older videos. Yeah, I recycle it all. No platform gets anything special. Whew. I'm out of breath. Okay, then I write that in after I figure out what video I'm posting. Then I need to, edit social media, so SM videos. I have a bunch of drafts on my phone. I think I shared a screenshot of it, but I will bring it up here. I had the hardest time trying to figure out how I wanted to organize everything. This is what my gallery looks like on my phone, so I have to post. Those are videos that have been edited. These I keep the files for. They say ready because they are in my to post section. The video is edited, ready to go, but I keep this in case for whatever reason I need to edit something when I'm doing the final like watching of it. So all of those are ready. I'm just keeping those files just in case. And if it doesn't say ready, and if it just has the title of it, these are all of the ones that I need to edit. So there are quite a few on here that need to be edited. And yeah, so that's edit SM videos. Turning back, redo to listings. Redo to listings. I will need to use the computer to figure out which listings I am redoing. I have a lot of old listing photos on there, so I am going through and making everything cohesive with the new cover shots. I'm also combining listings if they need to be or could be combined. So for example, like yesterday, I wrote combined large months because I had versions 1 and 2 in one listing, and then I had a version 3 in another listing and version 4 in another listing. So yesterday I went through and combined all of those in the mini months. Like I mentioned, I need to go on the website to figure out what listings I'm going to be redoing. I don't overwhelm myself, so I just focus on 2 a day. It's going to take a long time, but it's going to get done. Okay, work on February LE, which I really need to get. Actually, no, I just have the journaling kit to complete and the deco sheets to complete, and then that whole collection is done. It is coffee themed. Work on February LE. February themes is what I also need to do. And what that means is that going to my February calendar, I planned out all of the new releases, and then I need to figure out the clip art that I'm going to be using or the theme that I'm going to be doing. So I still need to do that. And the last thing is just designing when I get the chance, which will probably be tonight. I wrote designing that was only supposed to say design, but whatever. And I'm going to do the Sakura collection. I need to work on that. I completed the boxes, and the boxes is always where I start, so I can kind of get the vibe of the theme or the vibe of the collection. And yeah, I still make icon stickers even though they don't sell as well. I still make them in case people are still using icon stickers. I am turning one of the $2 sheets into a full sheet doodle date covers. I usually pick the ones that sold well during $2 Tuesday and then turn them into full-size sheets. And then the last thing is the Mama's Minis February set. So that is what my to-do list is looking like for the day. I'm going to also write start editing. What is somebody's making noise outside? Start editing AM routine. Doesn't mean I'll get to it, but so that it's at fresh in my brain and on paper, that way I can just migrate it as I need to. And what else? I think that's all for my work list. If I ever think of anything else, I just add it to the list, and anything that doesn't get done just gets migrated. All right. And that completes my morning routine in my planners. I know that kind of seemed like a lot, but really this video made it twice or maybe even 3 times as long as it normally takes, so it really doesn't take that long. I put this in as a bookmarker because I don't have it tabbed where my day is, and I usually put it before the week. Anyways, so yeah, it really doesn't take as long as this video made it seem to be, and that may have seemed like a lot of planners, but really these are the only 3 that I touched during the day. This one being the most. This I'm just checking things off, and then this I'm just journaling during the day, so it really isn't a lot to manage. The other 2 planners that you saw, the only need it when I need it planner and the this is just when I journal in the morning for the day prior. Sometimes I'll do it at nighttime too, but usually it's in the morning. But anyways, I will now take, well, normally this one's already sitting at my desk. In the mornings after I'm done planning out my day, I take this stack to my other desk where I sit for the majority of the morning and use it as needed and focus on my work to-do list. But yeah, that's my AM routine. I absolutely love my little routine that I have going on in my planners. I love my morning routine in general. My makeup desk is literally right behind me, so I'll do my makeup, flip around, work in these two planners for the most part, and then start my morning routine. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you always so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Bye guys.